Good morning, students. Today we will start with the last topic of chapter 4 determinants, and that is properties of determinants, on which your exercise 4.2 is based. See, total there are 6 properties. Now, first property is on taking transpose, the value of determinant remains same. Means when we take the transpose of a determinant, then its value remains unchanged, right? Means when we change rows into columns and columns into rows. See, I have taken this delta. Suppose this is the determinant 1 2 3 2 3, this and this. I have taken its value, it is minus 13. But when I have changed the rows into columns, see, this first row has become now first column, 2 3 minus 4 second column, third row has become third column. Means after taking transpose, I have denoted it by delta dash. Then I have taken its value, then again it is coming out minus 13. It means delta is equal to delta dash. It means there is no change if we take the transpose. So on taking transpose also, the value of determinant remains same. Second property is, if any two rows or columns are interchanged, then the value of the determinant is multiplied by minus 1. Means this was the delta, C, 1 2 3 2 3 minus 4 3 4 2. Its value was coming out minus 13. If we change any two rows, suppose I am changing first row and third row, 1 2 3 and 3 4 2, I will interchange these rows. Then I will write R1 interchange R3. 1 2 3 has come in place of R3 and R1 has goes up in place of R1. So after interchanging these two rows, the value of delta now is coming out to be plus 13, right? It means whenever you change any two rows, then the value of the determinant which it was earlier will get multiplied by minus 1. Suppose it is delta 1, then it will become minus delta. You may change any two rows. Now third property is, if any two rows or columns of a determinant are identical, whenever two rows or two columns are identical, then the value of the determinant is 0. See, here first row and third row is same, na? Suppose I am taking this determinant, here first and third row is same. So whenever you will evaluate its value, it will definitely come out to be 0. Now fourth property is, if each element of a row or column is multiplied by a constant k, then its value is multiplied by k. Means suppose this is the determinant, same determinant I have taken, its value was minus 13. Suppose I multiply the first row, elements of the first row by 5. Whole row is getting multiplied by 5. Means R1 is operation, what operation I will apply? R1 operates 5R1. So every element is multiplied by 5, 5, 10, 15. Say second and third row will remain same. Then the value of the determinant is coming out minus 65. Earlier it was minus 13, now it is minus 65. Means delta 1 is equal to 5 times delta. Means when you will multiply any row by 5, the value of whole determinant will get multiplied by 5. Suppose you will multiply the third row by 2, then the value of determinant will get multiplied by 2. Now next is, fifth property is, if the elements of a row or column of a determinant are expressed as the sum of two or more terms, then the determinant can be expressed as the sum of two determinants. It's very easy property. See, suppose this is the determinant where the first row, see the first row, it is the sum of two terms now, a1 plus lambda a1, a2 plus lambda 2, a3 plus lambda 3. Then you can split these two terms and there will be two new determinants will be formed. One will be with these elements of the first row a1, a2, a3, and second determinant where the first row will consist of your this term lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3. There will be no change in the second and the third row. Last property is, if to each element of any row of a determinant the equal multiples of corresponding elements of other row are added, then the value of the determinant remains same. Suppose this is the determinant a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, a3, b3, c3, and we apply the operation on row r1, that r1 operates r1 plus 6 times r3. Then the value of the delta will remain same. Suppose earlier it is 13, then applying the operation r1 operates r1 plus 6 times r3, or r1 operates r1 plus 2 times r2, applying these operations, even then the value of the determinant will remain 13. So this was the last property, and you have to remember these 6 properties. And tomorrow we will start with the exercise. Thank you.